What's going on, fam? Goofy Rexy here, and hope everybody is doing well today. In today's video, guys, wanted to talk about a subject that I've been thinking about for probably the past week and a half or so, and it's why Infinity Watch just feels different than the Black Order team. So obviously Black Order was the previous arena meta, and in a lot of ways they're still a very strong, powerful team. I would say that they're probably at least right now, in terms of war, they're still top 2, top 3 team in the game. War offense, I should say, and even defensively, they're still okay as well. But really, the arena meta is where they dominated and where they really shined. Individual characters were great as well. But this just feels a little bit different. Infinity Watch just feels a little bit different in terms of just how the team is built. And kind of looking at the longevity of the team, one of the things that really stand out is obviously Safeguard, right? Safeguard is probably the biggest one that you're going to take a look at. Being able to have that mechanic in the game where you can't lose your buffs. You know, if a character tries to flip them or take them from you, you cannot lose your buffs. And that is a mechanic that I think is going to be extremely problematic and relatively hard to counter. As a matter of fact, there really is no counter for that as well, right? Because unless they're going to create another team based on the kind of the trends that we're starting to see in the game right now, there's a possibility that they're probably going to release a team at some point that can remove Safeguard, and then we'll be like, bro, like what are we doing here, right? But we know it's coming at some point in time. But this mechanic right now just seems so solid and impactful. Obviously Adam Warlock is not a part of this team, or we don't have Adam Warlock to use on the Infinity Watch team yet, but a 4-person Infinity Watch team is already dynamic. And let's talk about Gamora also being able to get empowered. With the Black Order team, you had to have a full team there in order for this team to be empowered, in order for them to be the Black Order team, in order for them to dominate. You had to have a full Black Order team there. And with Infinity Watch, we've already seen already, as long as you have Gamora, you're probably going to be fine in some of these other matchups. But of course, once you get Adam Warlock, it becomes that much more insane. And to speak to just empowered, not just empowered Gamora, she's deleting characters, right? She's doing really well. Philovel is no slouch on that team either. She does an insane amount of damage, and she's providing some good utility for the team. The death proof, the drains, the drains from the death proof, that is incredibly impactful. And like I said, man, this 4-person team is already beating heroes for hire. Obviously, you're using top tier characters like Kestrel and of course Silver Surfer. And I'm already starting to see them in the arena shard, and players are climbing pretty high in the ranks when it comes to their arena shard. So this team overall, a 4-person team, is already dominating a lot of the parts, a lot of the flow of this game already. There's discussions on whether or not you should be bringing Moondragon in to your Doom raids. You know, obviously the conversation is Night Nurse or Moondragon. I still think it's Night Nurse, but Moondragon definitely still provides a lot of value. And if you're going to be investing heavily into the Infinity Watch team, then Moondragon and Gamora for your skill section in those Doom raids, it definitely will provide some solid impact, because it will help Gamora. She'll become empowered a little bit quicker as long as she has other Infinity Watch characters there. But this team is different just because the empowered Gamora, it's the fact that the 4-person team can do well without their legendary character, and each individual character, I think, in my opinion, is extremely impactful. Outside of that as well, the rework for Nebula is very strong. The assist mechanic, if you're using the right ISOs, right? Skirmish, like I have right here, Skirmisher on Nebula, Striker on the other characters. You're getting triple taps. You're getting, with Philovel and Moondragon there, you're getting sometimes a 5-tap of a character. It just seems incredibly strong. And Safeguard, of course, and immunity, this makes them that much even better, right? But another thing that I thought about too is that although what makes them a little bit different too is that they are a sustained team. They're a team that is not necessarily going to massively out damage you, but what they are is going to out sustain you. And that makes arena matchups difficult, because you can't, the options that you have to go against this team, you're not going to be able to just go in there with Silver Surfer and do ult on turn 1 and then try to delete this team. It's not going to work. You're going to have to slow play it to try to beat the team in an effective way. And I think that just that's another reason why I just feel like this team just becomes that much more impactful in my personal opinion. And I don't know if I necessarily like the direction where this might be going. I'm okay with you introducing new teams to the game, but when you're introducing characters that I feel are too OP individually, like Moondragon is still, I think, effective outside of her team. Gamora being able to be empowered without having a full team there. When you start to create these type of characters, it makes whatever you create in the future have to be that much better. And that is part of the reason why, although Black Order was the top tier meta for a long time, they were built differently, and the Infinity Watch team just seems a little too strong, in my opinion, for where they are right now. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with them, but I just feel like maybe they've probably done a little bit too much on the side with Infinity Watch and just how strong they are going to be. So Adam Warlock is going to be released sometime soon. Hopefully not too soon, right? I would still like some time here. Hopefully in July. That's my prediction. I'm predicting that Adam Warlock is not going to be released until July. At that point in time, we'll probably have a little bit more of an idea as to how strong this team is going to be, how dynamic they're going to be. And we've seen some footage, obviously, from the Envoy videos that I've showed, videos that other envoys have shared as well. So we're seeing that they look strong, but in your hands, how strong will they really be? And will they really dominate the arena area, the arena meta, like how the Black Order team did? And how long will Scopely allow for Infinity Watch to be that impactful and that strong in the game? But those are my quick thoughts here, just on kind of why I just feel Infinity Watch just feels so much different. It's the empowered Gamora, the fact that they're so good without Adam Warlock, without their legendary. The individual characters seem to have a little bit more value than some of the individual characters on the Black Order team, and I think that that's what makes it so different. And the fact that they just have such a lot of built-in sustain, it makes them a little scary, you know, in my opinion, just moving forward. Those are just kind of my quick thoughts, guys. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments here. Would love to hear what your guys are thinking. Do you think, how do you think that this team feels different for you? I think they're going to be extremely dominant, but we'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Appreciate you guys watching the video. Thank you guys so much. Y'all be blessed and y'all be safe.